Now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two. On here with nobody out. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
That pitch was way out of the zone. Looks like he's decided in his mind, as soon as he releases, I'm swinging.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as this lead swells to 7-0.
You've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with the power hitter at the plate. The best thing you can do in that situation is to try to keep him from making hard contact. Well, so much for that. He obviously made a mistake, and the big slugger made him pay.
Justin Upton comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Fowler has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Brandon Crawford hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Molina has a play, and that retires the side. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate, and this was the biggie here. Seven to nothing. Here's Jed Jerko now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he set down 1 away.
Batting 8.
So stepping in, Greg Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 0-2 coming. This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Colton Wong will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets ahead 0-1. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He is.
Craig Kimbrell, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Upton is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's a huge win. They came in here and said, hey, we're taking over, and that's exactly what they did. The stronghold is theirs.
A 7-0. Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing, a hot afternoon here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, it's Conquest Baseball between the All-Stars and the Diamondbacks. Chinese Taipei will look to grow their empire. Coming up next, Robbie Ray will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Into the windup and the pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Tomas sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Oh, he couldn't have thrown that any better. Fastball inside, jams him, and he gets a nice bloop single to reward him. Wow.
Adrian Beltre.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Swing and a ball hit deep down the left field line, but that'll be a loud foul ball. Now the 0-2 to Beltre. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Now that's that old school slider right there, trying to get in on his hands. We see that with a cutter a lot, but the slider's even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Jack McDowell, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about.
Chris Owings is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, the way I see Ed, he gets a lot of respect for his strike zone. There's not a lot of umpires in the league that have the kind of respect he does. He's consistent, he's got a great zone, and he's well respected across the board.
And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. HR, how do they send their fan base home happy here today?
Matt, they're facing an excellent pitcher. Look, and what great pitchers do, they get stronger as the game goes on. So to me, you got to get him early. I want to see if they take pitches, maybe try to work the count a little bit, get that pitch count up, and maybe see if they can get him weaker as he goes deeper into the game. But it's going to be a challenge, no doubt.
Hey, that's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Batting fourth, third baseman
Jake Lamb is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Shot fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready on 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early. Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
First baseman. Anthony
and
Rizzo.
A changeup right down the middle.
Hey, not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Liner toward right center, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Yan Gomes stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go. Nice job of pulling the string.
Hit down the third base line, and that's through for a hit.
Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board, so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in. If they sit back, get the easy ground ball, and you pick up the first run of the game. But it's all set up with those back-to-back singles, and now you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of the inning.
J.D. Martinez stands in as he looks at a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hard on the ground toward short. Owings with a slide to second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old two-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Edwin Encarnacion will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at third. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Again, a 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Drilled to the left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's another base hit. We're only in the second inning. He's given up 5 hits already. He needs to get back to the dugout, make some adjustments if he wants to continue in this game.
Cal, Tapia will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Squared that one up just a little late. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Now the 0-1. Hit hard down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Drury fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 4 hits here. No errors and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Chinese Taipei is out in front, 1-0.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Brad Brock,
now pitching.
the right-hander standing 6'6". Will take over pitching duties here.
Center fielder, Yasmani.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Encarnacion has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up defensively, courtesy of Majestic. And behind the plate, Yan Gomes. You know, he calls one of the best games in baseball. He's got a great pitching staff to work with. But the thing I like about him, he will throw to different bases, and he can only do that because he's got such good footwork.
1-1.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
He froze him on the fastball there. Brendan Drury becomes out number 2 this inning. Gregor Blanco is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And another foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no. Back now in the desert Southwest, set for the top of the 3rd from Chase Field in Phoenix.
Leading off for the All-Stars, center fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Yelich.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Well, Matt, it's early in the game, I know that, but that is already the 6th hit as they lead off this inning right here to get it going again. They're swinging the bats.
Striding in once again, Daniel Murphy. He singled his last time up. Smoke toward 3rd. There's one. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Adrian Beltre. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first will be in time to retire Beltre, and there's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. He reached on a single in his first try. Dribbled up the line. Goldschmidt scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Chris Herman. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Encarnacion arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Raymond Fuentes will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
The shortstop, number 16, Chris Owings.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chris Owings. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Robbie Ray worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds. afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Well, the clear skies typically mean one thing: a hot afternoon here at Chase Field in Phoenix. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes, speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And both pitchers will have to contend with the heat here. 97 degrees at first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Blanco moves over. 1 out. Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Daniel Murphy.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it is Owings, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Martinez will round first and head for second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tomas is in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. The All-Stars are out in front 2-0. Here's Chris Owings now.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the shortstop, Chris Owings.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, David Peralta. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
David Peralta.
And a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
Yelich is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Oh, I got to give advantage to hitter in this AB. Man, he's seen a lot of pitches. He's sitting 2-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Stepping into the box,
Leading off for the
Brandon
All-Stars.
Crawford. He'll lead it off here to begin the
Brandon
second.
Crawford.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Batting 7th.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game going for him. Wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Popped high in the air. Drury is going to get there. He's got it one away. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Tomas is after it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Jack,
Cal Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Cal Tapia.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
So much for that taking the first pitch. Man, they are aggressive. You've seen them score several runs early in the game. I attribute that to the aggressive hitting.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in. In is Christian Yelich. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Comes set, and the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Back in standing. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. It's a run on 2. Brad Brock, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here. Jake Lamb is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's Yasmani Tomas.
Center fielder.
Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Brandon Drury is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Back now in the desert Southwest, set for the top of the third from Chase Field in Phoenix.
Chinese Taipei, second baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Murphy.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. J.D. Martinez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Blanco is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Now batting. First baseman.
Ready to take his hacks again, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. And this will be put away easily for the out. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Stepping in, Chris Herman. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Here's the lefty, Gregor Blanco now.
Left fielder.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down. Daniel Descalso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3.
And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing, and he pops him up. This should do it. Brock, just to the left of the mound, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 3-0 the final score in this one today. Robbie Ray worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds. Dan, please. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It should be a good conquest matchup tonight between the All-Stars and the Mets. Chinese Taipei will look to grow their empire. Coming up next. Number 45 gets the starting nod for the Mets. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, he uses both the four-seam and the two-seam fastball, and what I like about it is the movement that he's able to create with both those fastballs.
Line drive to left. Conforto has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Time now to give you a look at the batting order. Into the windup and the pitch. On the ground up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit and the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the. Here's Neil Walker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, second baseman.
And that's in there for a strike.
Walker.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And another foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Martinez sprinting after it. But this will land out there just foul. 0-2. Here it comes. Hit in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Well, the key to this game, Matt, is going to be the contributions throughout the whole entire lineup. You cannot rely on that key guy on the team, the big star. No, everybody's got to contribute. If they do that, they'll win this game.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate.
Tell you what, that was a nice swing after the sequence. Following a fastball to get a changeup and you foul it off. Pretty good approach.
Granderson waits on the 1-2. And Granderson swings and misses that time as he's down on strikes for out number 2. Into the box now, Michael Conforto. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And that misses ball 1. Cueto gets the sign. Here's the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Soft liner out toward left center. And this was sinking on him at the end, but he's able to hang with it, and the inning is over. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show.
Third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting set.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Flores to his left. He's there on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting seventh.
Here's Justin Upton now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. And Garno will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing. Now in the box, Lucas Duda. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. Low for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Shin high fastball that time, ball 3. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Standing in, Wilmer Flores. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The 1-0 delivery. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lifted in the air to center. Yelich is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Jay Bruce now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. At the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. The 0-1 on its way. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. Stepping in, Brandon Crawford. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Brandon Crawford.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bruce has a read on it. 1 down.
Batting 9th, The pitcher, number 47, Johnny Cueto.
Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 20, Cal Tapia.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Center fielder Christian
standing in. Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. There he goes. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Granderson. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Jerry Blevins, a lefty standing 6 foot.
Jerry Blevins.
Jose Reyes is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Yelich ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Right side, hit hard, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Reyes rounds the corner and is headed home, and the Mets are going to walk home a winner. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, I thought he did a real nice job.
afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today. Today we bring you Conquest baseball action between the All-Stars. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, H?
Well, he uses both the four-seam and the two-seam fastball, and what I like about it is the movement that he's able to create with both those fastballs.
And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out the first.
First pitch of the game, and he turns it around with a line drive. Was he ready to hit or what? Don't miss it if you're swinging at that first pitch, though. That's the key.
First pitch on its way. Daniel Murphy is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Well, Fillmore is the type of umpire. He's going to give you a little in some areas and take away the others. And what I mean by that, he's going to call a little wider on the corners. But up and down, he's going to take that away from you.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Here's Walker for one. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
Yan Gomes.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's set. Here it comes. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Harold, what's the key for them today?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Woo, he is electric. What do you got to do against him?
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Granderson ranging back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Here's Neil Walker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Price ready with the 0-1. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. What's the key to a home victory, Harold?
Matt, they're facing an excellent pitcher. Look, and what great pitchers do, they get stronger as the game goes on. So to me, you got to get him early. I want to see if they take pitches, maybe try to work the count a little bit, get that pitch count up, and maybe see if they can get him weaker as he goes deeper into the game. But it's going to be a challenge, no doubt.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants. wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Curtis Granderson becomes out number 2 this inning. Michael Conforto stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Way in front of that fastball. Curveball that time, not even close. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here he comes again, 1-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order.
Leading up for Chinese Taipei, third baseman Adrian Beltre.
Into the windup and the pitch. Little chopper back his way. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Here's J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Stepping in, Brandon Crawford. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Around first, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You throw a ball down the middle, you better start ducking right when you release it. He took it right back at him. Hit it where it's thrown.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Justin Upton is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
That's in there, base hit. Crawford rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. Here's Lucas Duda now. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Lucas Duda becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Wilmer Flores comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Center fielder.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-1 from Price. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Bounce to first. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Popped high in the air. Price is there to make the catch, and the side is retired, so it's no run. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. Cal Tapia will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 20, Cal Tapia.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he'll start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself if he stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded, foul. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Now a hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. And to score, the runner from second. Now it's cut off. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores. Ready for another chance? Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lined hard toward short. And he's set down, 1 away. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Murphy is on his way home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
Third baseman number 20.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side.
Your attention,
Stavinsky,
please.
a right-handed
Now
reliever
pitching,
standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. I had him guessing that time
Leading
as he's
off for
barely
the bat.
able to foul it away.
Third baseman, Jose
The windup
Reyes.
and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here.
Your
One
attention,
away.
please.
T.J. Rivera
Pitch hitting for
will
the
move into
pitchers
the
is
on-deck
on.
circle now to try to get something
54.
started here with one gone in the inning.
Rivera.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second
baseman,
at-bat, Neil Walker.
Neil
First 2 men in
Walker.
the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now, that's a shutdown inning. Your team gets you runs, and then you go back and shut them down.
And a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it. This one's headed for the record books. A combined no-hitter. 3-0 the final score in this one today. Jacob deGrom worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Now from Safeco Field in Seattle, MLB The Show is on the air. It'll be Conquest baseball action this evening between the All-Stars and the Mariners. Chinese Taipei attempts to add another stronghold. Next, Giovanni Gallardo gets the ball for Seattle in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes, he dominates, he mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
The windup and the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Seager fields it cleanly. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold?
Well, I think the key here is get runners on early and score as often as you can. Get that pitcher in the stretch. Force the action. Steal a base, hit and run. Force the defense have to handle the ball. I don't care how good a defensive team you are. When you continue having pressure on you, it just forces you to have to act and react to it.
Hit hard on the ground is short. There's Segura. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, the shortstop.
Now a swing and a fly ball.
Segura.
But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Martinez coming on, but that's going to fall in front of him for a base hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
Center fielder,
Gerard Dyson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Upton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting third.
So striding in, Nelson Cruz. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And that's in there, base hit. Now the tag from Beltre. He's out at third. So striding forward now, Robinson Cano. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Mariners come up empty first time around. We played an inning in Seattle. No score.
Leading up for Chinese Taipei, first baseman
Anthony Rizzo is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gamble racing back to the track. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Batting fifth.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age. The dangerous Adrian Beltre. High in the air out to center field. Dyson is right there. And he's got it for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
The good hitters, they don't usually have trouble with the low 90s fastball. He might have been looking for something else.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either.
Here comes another 0-2. Hit on the ground to short. Segura has it. Throw in time. The side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. In now, Kyle Seager. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Therefore, it is Martinez, and that's the first out.
Batting sixth.
Striding in, Danny Valencia.
Danny Valencia.
Lays off 1-0.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. At the plate, Ben Gamble will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Price sets his sights. Here's the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Now the 0-2 from Price. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. A sight to be seen. The great Pike Place Market here in Seattle. Welcome back to baseball on the show. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 1-1 home now to Crawford. Grounded up the first baseline. Valencia takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Justin Upton now.
Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way from Gallardo. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Line to the right side, and Upton's aboard. It's a base hit. He'll get it into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out.
Batting ninth.
Cal Tapia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Tapia.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Third inning, no score to this point. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably...
And his game of hide-and-seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Will Harris, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Mike Zunino is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. Taylor Motter will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Taylor Motter.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gene Segura. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Rob Whalen, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Hot shot towards the hole. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. It looked more aggressive. It looked like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Swing and a liner towards second. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board, so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in. Or if they sit back, get the easy ground ball, and you pick up the first run of the game. But it's all set up with those back-to-back singles, and now you can do whatever you want to do with the rest of the inning.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw into second, and they will get the force for the out. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
First baseman number
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard liner towards short, and that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. Here comes the go-ahead run, and a relay home, and not in time as the run scores. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Striding in once again, Gerard Dyson comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And, well, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Right fielder number 23, Nelson.
First delivery to him on the way. Nelson Cruz will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him. Robinson Cano is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
2-1 to 2-2 now.
He's such a good hitter. You don't see him miss pitches that are right there in a good hitter's location very often.
The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. The 2-2 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Crawford is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt A truly gorgeous afternoon. A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight it's Conquest Baseball between the All-Stars and the Giants. Chinese Taipei will look to grow their empire. Coming up next. Jeff Samardzija gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
In is Christian Yelich. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the All-Stars, center field. fielder, Christian Yelich.
And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we're underway from San Francisco. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Morse going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Grounded to the right. A throw to the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. And he'll scramble back to first safely. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Yan Gomes.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Runners on first with one down. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Morse racing back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
First baseman number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Now, Matt, Dave Lawrence is going to remind you a lot of James Kingsley. He comes from that old school of you hit your spots, he's going to call it. He has a tendency to call one side of the plate a little bit more than the other.
Ready with the 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Crawford ranging into the outfield, and that ends the inning. One. Stepping up now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Curveball looked at here for strike one. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it fair.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, center fielder, Denard Span.
Denard Span comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 1-2, here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Here's another 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Another one sent foul. Now another 2-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Brandon Belt. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. McDowell gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine. Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Shoots this one over to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. So digging in now, J.D. Martinez. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but it's off his glove. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. And he puts it on the ground to second. Panic is there, and he's retired here, one away.
All right, time for majestic defensive alignment for the Giants. And behind the plate, you got Buster Posey. Took him a little while to figure out how to work things in the big leagues, but boy, can he catch. He can still catch and throw. He'll fool you every now and then, too, but he calls a tremendous game.
Justin Upton stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw them.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Morse ranging back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Softly hit out to short. And that's through into center field, base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
This is why the batting average is so high with the infield drawn in. A little soft liner over the infielders. There's so many ways you can get hits. That's just one of them.
Tapia will get the call here as he'll hit.
Cal Tapia.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. On the ground for Crawford. This could be two. To second for one. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Chris Davinsky, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Buster Posey is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Buster Posey.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to third. Fielded by Beltre. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Brandon Crawford is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Pitch on the way. And Crawford swings and misses at that one. A strikeout victim for out number 2.
Batting sixth. Left fielder.
Ready now, Justin Ruggiano. They're trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one in the. Back with you from San Francisco and the home of the Giants, AT&T Park. Glad to have you with us in the early goings of this one.
Leading off for the All-Stars, center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, here they go again. A single to start the 3rd inning. Now, they've already got a few runs on the board. This is exactly what they wanted to do. Stay aggressive, keep attacking, and here they are with the leadoff guy in the 3rd.
From the stretch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ruggiano on the move. And that's the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Grounded down the 3rd baseline. Scooped up on to first, and there are 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set, and the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Span is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Chinese Taipei is out in front 2-0. Stepping in, Joe Panic. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Joe Panic.
outs and a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Beltre will take this one in for route number 1.
Batting 8.
Here's Michael
Right
Morse
fielder,
now.
Michael.
Ready with the
Morse.
first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. Nick Hundley will grab a bat hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Nick Hundley.
Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Craig
Now
Kimbrell
pitching.
enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First time up, he went down looking. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Denard Span. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this. He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Upton is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Pitching and defense game, 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Jeff Samardzija worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac. MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. We expect a good battle out of this conquest matchup between the All-Stars and the Mariners. Chinese Taipei attempts to add another stronghold. Next, Christian Bergman, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes, he dominates, he mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
hard on the ground towards short. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Harold? Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. To third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So not much. Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, the shortstop.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line towards center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's around first, heading for 2.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
Segura takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run,